Here we are, the two of us. My mom got this dress ages ago, but she changed her mind and doesn't want it anymore. And of course it's big on me. It's an L size and it's big everywhere. The dress is one of these comfy dresses, stretchy material, you just throw it on and get out and that's it, which is quite good to have in your wardrobe. It's like a little black dress sort of thing, but it's big everywhere. The waistline is too low, so I have to raise it, and the problem is that it has princess seam. So I can't just do like I did with this one. This is another mending thing I did, in which apart from cutting the sleeves, I also took it in on the sides, but I just did it all along the sleeve and side seam. So I can't do that because of the princess seam. So what I thought that I think it can work is to make a placket, like if it were a button up, and that way with all the material I can take in from both sides, from pulling, the princess seam can go on its place, and I think it can look nice. And then another thing, because it's also loose, I'm going to have to make some darts for the back, and then raise of course the waistline. It's quite a few things, but I think it's an interesting mending project because it's something I haven't done, and if I was wanting to do the princess seam again, I will have to take all of it apart, and even the sleeve, and then cut everything, and I don't know if I can just sew the panels again, because I think this one will be too short for the other one. I don't think it will work. So I think this way it's a sort of fast mending, but I think it can work. So this is the dress. It looks so big on me, but this way you can see it better. The waistline is low, so I will have to raise it, and then of course the princess seams are a problem because I can't just take them in on the sides, because it will lose shape and it will look horrible. So I think what I'm thinking is the better solution, as well as the back. The back is also loose, so I will have to make some darts as well. And when mending something, I always stare at it for a long time to see what's wrong and to see what the solution could be, to try to fix it. Don't just give up. I'm sure everything has a solution. Maybe with this one it will be better to take it all apart by pieces, but I think the princess seam will be much more complicated. I'm not sure I could do that. I wouldn't know how to, I think. I think this one is a quick mend and I think it's doable. So let's see. So what I'm going to do is start cutting. I'm going to cut along the waistline because I have to raise it 5 centimeters anyways, and that way I can easily do the placket and the back darts as well. I just cut the dress in two, and what I realized when I put it on the table is that the thing that needed cutting was the front, to raise the waistline, because it wasn't the same all around. So I just did that. I just made it, I balanced it and I cut the excess. So now I'm going to use Marie Antoinette, because this way it will be much easier. But if you don't have a personal Marie Antoinette, what you can do is just to try it on, because this is stretchy. Try it on, see what your fake placket will be, and place some pins, and then when you take it out, you can see, you can measure it and center it, the same as the back darts. The back darts, you can just pin it like this, just make some pins, and then when you take it off you can see how to center them, but you have the excess already taken. So I'm going to start making my placket by pinning and making sure that the princess seams are on its place. Once they're on its place, because I'm going to pull from the back as well, they'll be okay. So that's the main thing. If they're on its place, we're doing okay. Now I'm going to take this off and I'm going to sew on top to top stitch it along both sides, and making sure it's the same size, of course, that I took the same amount of fabric first. People tell me that sometimes I look really brave with my scissors, but I still get a bit afraid. The thing is that the YouTube channel has made me do things that otherwise I wouldn't have, and I really appreciate that. I've learned a lot, and if you want, you can consider subscribe. If you have things to mend and you're afraid to do so, maybe you get some ideas around here, and I would really appreciate it as well, and that way we are here together. And now on the back I'm going to make some darts to the side, which I'm going to do on the inside, of course, although we can do them. A ver. And now that's here on the table, I'm going to as well make sure that it's centered towards the sides. 10 centimeters on this side and another 10 on this side. This one needs to be a little bit to the right. And now the next step will be to attach top and skirt together, but because I've been shrinking the top, now the skirt is quite big. So I'm going to make some darts as well. I could add some elastic, but the skirt looks quite nice because it's 4-panel. It has the front and back panel, and then the sides, the hip. It doesn't go all the way to the sides. So to go on with the same style, I'm going to make the panels a bit smaller on top by making these darts that are going to be as well 15 centimeters. And to pin the skirt and top together, I'm going to place one inside the other. The skirt is wrong size out and the top is right size out, and I'm going to place the top inside so right sides are together, and then I can pin easily. And one thing I have to take into account is that darts have to go outwards of the center of your body so you have a clean look. So the darts on the back, I'm going to try to match them so they are on the same line, and that way it'll be easier to pin the rest of the skirt because I haven't got any side seams on the skirt to see what I'm doing. So once I've done that, I'm going to just pin the rest of it and sew it. And with this done, I'm going to sew top and skirt together with a zigzag because it's a stretchy material, right sides together. I could do it with the serger as well, but the machine is already threaded in black, so I'm going to go on with it. So here we are. I think it looks really nice. I think I'm going to really wear it a lot because it's quite a stretchy and comfy material to go around. You can wear it with leggings or with tights as well. And I think it's a really useful mending because I can undo it easily. If by any chance I change size and I want the darts gone, to loosen it up a little bit, it's quite easy to do because I haven't cut anything. The same as the armhole area. When I tried it on, I thought it was quite big, so I just sew a little bit in there and I left it there. I haven't cut it because it's not tight anyway, so it doesn't bother me. So it's there. So that's useful that you can undo it as well. Thank you so much for coming with me along this project. I hope you've enjoyed it and you found it useful somehow. Maybe you have something similar or you got an idea for something else. Let me know that in the comments and consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it. And if you like this kind of videos, it's the right place to be. And I leave you a link here for another mending videos I've done. The dress I was wearing before is in there as well. And I'll see you next week. Bye! For the top and skirt together, I'm going to put the skirt right size out and the top, no,